Horror flicks are designed to freak the pants off of filmgoers, but what happens when big screen scares turn out to be more than just monstrous movie magic? Truth is often scarier than fiction, and the real-life events that inspired Poltergeist are no exception. In Tobe Hooper's Poltergeist, 5-year-old Carol Ann, played by Heather O'Rourke, points at the television static and participates in an inexplicable conversation with the screen. Carol Ann repeats this ritual the next night and ominously declares,
"They're here."
This proclamation marks the beginning of the end for the Freelings, who are targeted and torn apart by the supernatural chaos that grips their home. The poltergeist activity that the Freelings endure ranges from benign to macabre, where things start off with misbehaving furniture and escalate to a sentient tree attempting to devour one or more family members. From the perspective of spirit lore, poltergeists are known to be raucous entities who enjoy messing with furniture or pulling off mischievous pranks to annoy homeowners. In Poltergeist, Hooper imbues these spirits with malicious intent, where they prey on pure life forces and ambush innocents when they least expect it. While Hooper's taut direction and Steven Spielberg's gripping story helped elevate Poltergeist into a genuinely unnerving tale about a haunting, the true story that inspired the film feels even more surreal when one considers the account of Lucille Herman, who had to contend with some severe poltergeist activity in her home in 1958. Speaking to HuffPost, Herman recounted her personal experience with poltergeists, which the 1982 film allegedly loosely drew from to cement its premise. She went into considerable detail about the haunting in the 2012 TV documentary Real Fear: The Truth Behind the Movies.
It's quite a heavy piece of furniture. This made the loudest crash. I thought the whole house caved in.
The documentary highlighted real-life paranormal experiences that inspired massive horror franchises like Silent Hill and Amityville Horror, and Herman happened to be one of many who contributed. Her story of what she believed was a real-life haunting only contributes to what makes Poltergeist so viscerally frightening. Herman kicked off the interview by stating that she had never seen the 1982 film as she had her own nightmare to deal with over the years. Recounting the events of February 3, 1958, Herman explained how her family had heard popping sounds in the house.
You'd hear this very strange, loud noise, like a popping bottle sound, and then you would eventually find a bottle that was maybe 12 feet away.
As this event seemed harmless, the family decided to stay calm and tried to figure out whether this was a prank by teenagers who lived nearby. However, the next day, bottles moved inexplicably through the air, and even after the police were called, these popping sounds increased in intensity. Scientific reasons, such as electronic disturbances and the like, were allegedly ruled out, and a priest was brought in to bless the home soon after. An article in Life magazine popularized the news of the haunting, attracting attention from conspiracy theorists and paranormal experts who wrote letters to the Hermans and offered their take on what might have been occurring. A parapsychologist approached them and deduced that the hauntings might have something to do with the presence of their children, who are believed to attract such entities, and the activities ceased after the hauntings were studied and recorded by this expert and his colleagues. While there are no clear answers about what happened, the Herman incident allowed the word poltergeist to bask under a spotlight that was both unnerving and intriguing at the same time. While Herman's personal experience is creepy, the events that plagued the cast and crew of Poltergeist are decidedly unnerving for various reasons. Plenty of written investigations have been conducted about the apparent curse that plagued the filming process. Whether these speculations are true boils down to one's belief in the supernatural. Regardless of personal beliefs though, over 40 years later, Poltergeist still manages to feel frightening enough, even without the chilling real-life context. However, Herman's tale adds to the unsettling feeling of being watched in one's own home and jolted out of one's comfort zone in a way that evades explanation.